Reading is inspired by the statement made by retired General Jim Mattis, and I'm going to link the entire statement that he made below in the description box so you can read it for yourself, because it is just absolutely scathing. And I'm going to do a couple of readings here on the Republican Party and on Trump. But I just want to read you a couple of parts of this. The very beginning. I have watched this week's unfolding events angry and appalled. The words equal justice and law are carved in the pediment of the United States Supreme Court. This is precisely what protesters are rightly demanding. It is a wholesome and unifying demand, one that all of us should be able to get behind. We must not be distracted by a small number of lawbreakers. The protests are defined by tens of thousands of people of conscience who are insisting that we live up to our values as people and our values as a nation. And then that's the beginning, and then I'll just read the very last thing. Only by adopting a new path, which means in truth returning to the original path of our founding ideals, will we again be a country admired and respected at home and abroad. So I'm going to link that below so you can read it for yourself, but it is definitely worth your time to read. So the first thing I want to know is I am beginning to personally see cracks in the Republican Party, in the Republican Party's loyalty to Trump. I see cracks beginning to form. So let's see. I want to know, show me the Republican Party, especially in regards to its loyalty to Trump. Show me the Republican Party. First card we get, there it is. Five of Swords, defeat. There is the bullying. I think there's a lot of bullying going on inside the party. Crossed by the Fool. The challenge is the Fool, and I don't think I have to tell you who that fool might be. Underneath, Judgment. They're having a huge wake-up call with the civil unrest. They're having to really take a hard look at their actions. And will they answer the call? That's the question. Let's see, in the past, there's nostalgia. They're still thinking about the past. They're still stuck. Their past is still influencing them greatly. And then above, the Tower. The crumbling and destruction of the Republican Party. That's the direction they're headed. Near future, Five of Cups. Grief and sorrow. Current position, King of Wands. King of Wands. I feel like that is Trump. They are stuck with Trump at the moment. Surrounding them in the environment, conflict, Two of Swords, unable to make a decision, unable to break from Trump, unable to make the decision to break from Trump. Hopes and fears, Wheel of Fortune, fearing that their fortunes will change. And the outcome, Queen of Pentacles, maturity. So that suggests that they will change, that the party will change. And of course that makes a lot of sense, because if Trump loses, they will, well, I say if Trump loses, he's definitely going to lose. But when Trump loses, they will have to change. They'll be forced to change. But it's still going to be about the money. It's still going to be about being prosperous. That's going to be their focus, is the money. but it doesn't look good. It looks like the Republican Party is going to have to be changed in some way because this is going to destroy a lot of what they were working on. Okay, now next question that I want to do is I've done a reading in the past, and I know other readers have too, that have shown Trump leaving office before his term is over. And when I did my reading a while back, it said fall, which makes absolutely no sense to me because, I mean, just logically, I just intellectually, I do not see Trump leaving before the election. I see him leaving by being voted out, not by any other means. But I just want to show me how Trump's term in office is going to end. Show me how it's going to end. And see if the cards can tell me. First card. Six of Swords. There's the moving away. There's the moving away from a bad situation. Travel. So that is him leaving. That's the question I'm asking. How is he going to leave? Crossed by the Ten of Wands. The burden, the oppression. So there's some sort of, this implies something beyond, something bigger than the voting, but let's see. Underneath it, Page of Swords, information. This is, it says readiness. I feel like this is almost like he's being warned about something. I'm not sure what. In the past, there he is, King of Wands. In the past, he was the president. This is him leaving. Above, Two of Cups, unity, a partnership. This could be some sort of agreement. This is like a warning, and then he accepts. Or his path forward, the best path forward for him is to accept an agreement of some sort. Near future. Four of Swords. That's withdrawal. Withdrawing from the fight. This is leaving and withdrawal. That could be withdrawal. And this is near future. Present position, secrets, the High Priestess. Something that we may never know. If he withdraws early, it's to protect him. Let's see. Surrounding him, death, transition, a complete ending, and new beginning. Let's keep going. Hopes and fears. Ten of Pentacles. He's hoping to hold on to his money. This may be information about his money, and this is making an agreement to preserve some of his money. And the outcome, Two of Wands. It says dominion. This is like an early stage of trying to accomplish something and looking out at your options. Right next to this Two of Cups. This is considering your options. Sometimes it's making a choice or needing to make a decision, needing to make a choice of which direction you're going to go in. He may just go into some kind of, I feel like there's some sort of, that rather than accepting this, even though that's the best path forward for him, he's just going to kind of go into some kind of, well, I can't imagine him going into a quiet period. This rest next to this death card is usually not a good thing. These two cards together are very negative. They can sometimes imply an actual death. Let's see. But I don't feel that energy. I feel like he does, I feel like he does accept whatever this offer is. And part of the offer is that he has to stop talking. And then he leaves. And then he leaves. Goes off and does whatever. Not of anything that's of significance to us. It's a start. This is a starting over for him in some way. But I do feel like there's some information that causes him to have to leave in some way. I just don't, intellectually, I don't see it. But the cards again are showing this is definitely leaving. This is giving up. This is a transformation, an ending. And I don't see anything that would suggest of voting. I see investigations. I see having to partner with somebody, come together with somebody, and then having to remain quiet. We'll see. Thanks, guys.